This might get weird.
Are we rolling?
We are rolling.
Well, then cheers, Grace Helbig.
Cheers, Mamrie Hart.
You guys, look, we're having Coronas at 4 o'clock because Grace and I are going on goddamn vacation tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, can you believe it that we work hard and play hard together?
It's so exciting. First of all, I was trying to think. I was talking to Chip the other day, and I was like, when's the last time I took a trip with Grace that wasn't somehow based in work? Like, truly, like, that wasn't on tour.
It might have been Gigi Gorgeous's and Nat Getty's wedding.
True, but that was still an event. You know what I mean?
Right,
Not just like, we're going to just go on vacation.
Oh, I truly don't know.
I think it was Hawaii 5 years ago, right after Dirty 30
Hawaii
came out.
5-0. It was
Hawaii 5-0. This is our Hawaii 5-0 anniversary.
And then there was the predating Elliot Palm Springs Extravaganza Halloween edition.
That's true.
Where we were both Richard Slimmons.
That was our second or third episode of this podcast.
I know. That was, and that's how we knew that we had to keep up with ourselves every week.
So hopefully we'll be coming back with some great stories. We're going to Mexico.
We are. It's very, very exciting. Also because Chip is done working a billion years over in Vegas. Yep. Elliot has been doing who knows what.
Who knows? Right now on my computer in front of me is 15 tabs of dinner reservations.
I know. Mamrie goes, are you okay if I just start making reservations? I was like, of course. And then it's just like a shotgun of her going, I just made a reservation. I was like, well, I was talking to you for the last 10 minutes straight about something significant.
Look, we're probably going to have options. This is what it's like to travel with me.
Yeah.
There's too many options. Like Chip's, one of his biggest gripes about me in general, pulls out scroll, is that I give too many options. Like they'll be like, hey, do you want to go here for dinner? And they'll be like, but I also made reservations at these 4 places. Like he's like, just choose something. You give too many.
As someone that is great at traveling and enjoys the experience of it, do you feel pent up in that you for the last year haven't been able to express yourself via reservations and travel, and now this is like a great thing?
Well, I'm not gonna over prepare.
Okay.
Like if I was in seasoned traveler mode, we would have like already like a scuba trip. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm keeping it chill.
You're just like, what's your travel aesthetic? Mine is crazy. It's like,
because we went shopping yesterday and I was like, I got home with all my stuff and I was like, this makes no sense.
No, and that's, mine either. But I also don't even understand what the actual sense is for travel right now.
Totally.
I'm off kilter.
No, but I love making reservations just in case.
Yeah.
I'm not a person who's like, we got to get to the restaurant on this time. However, I do like being a person who goes, are you guys feeling sushi or traditional Mexican? We have this at 7 or this at 8 if we want either of them.
I love just knowing that there is something that I have to be ready for at the end of the night, because otherwise, well, I mean, I like having, boundaries. I like having like,
this is new and good.
Well, that's why I went back to school, is to have just some sort of structure. And so
you know what doesn't have structure? Any of the items I bought to wear on this trip. It's
same.
just my ass out.
Same. The Zara website does
very different.
They do not advertise their clothing well. The models are absolutely stunning, but they take the absolutely worst photos of the models in their clothes that look like they're just like dumpster kids being like, I hate what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
And so I bought all of it.
See, the thing is the Zara website.
I gotta know what the deal is.
It's very clean. They do it's very editorial. There we go. It's like they are shooting it like I want to see what it looks like at eye level, like directly pointed at it. I don't need to see what this wide leg pant looks like from the ground.
I don't need to see that this girl is hunched over like by a bike that is like shadowing like the actual sleevelessness of this element.
Exactly. I'm like, who's your photographer? An aunt? And also, are all your models, do they have some sort of deformed bone disease?
Yeah, they have been told there's no standing up straight here. No, if we stand up too straight, that means that people think we're too ready for them to buy our clothing.
I want to see what these clothes look like in the back of a pedicab.
And you know what? I ordered a lot of them, and they look best sitting down, hunched
Do they?
over.
Hunched over? I mean, I want to see what these pieces look like when I've got my arms folded and I'm pissed off at a hostess stand.
Exactly. I gotta know if I'm waiting for the bathroom.
Yeah.
Will this offer an opportunity for people to think that I am like sophisticated, elegant?
Ooh.
I don't know, fashionable.
How you
even?
want everyone to see you in a bathroom line? No, I went in there every time I go to Zara because I knew you were ordering stuff online, and I was like, look, I'm just gonna go to try on stuff. Turns out dressing rooms were closed. I still had to
Wow.
blindly buy everything.
Dressing like on purpose for the pandemic.
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Other stores, they were open, but this one, it was my first time to the mall, since this happened. I get all this shit, and then I was like, oh, so I just could have ordered it online.
Yeah.
But I looked at the stuff online because I knew you were doing it just to make sure it was in like the realm of things I wanted to buy. And then I get there and I feel like I've been catfished.
Yeah. Look,
I feel like the pull one over on me in a mage way.
I look. I'm telling you, I like what I got based
Yeah, but
on.
what's the vibe? Are you
but
doing like
based
solids
on-
or prints?
I'm doing coordinates. Which,
What?
Yeah, which means
What?
the top and the bottom are already done for you. It's already thought out.
Okay.
They match each other. That's where I'm going because I realize, one, in pandemic, I don't like thinking about making dinner anymore, and I don't like thinking about like what I'm going to wear anymore. However, now, re-entering the real world, I need to have brain space for that. So I'm like, oh, rompers were the thing. Now
Yes.
let's do coordinates so I can actually use a restroom without getting fully nude. And
Yeah, because we don't know how all the bathrooms are going to be.
yeah. And look, everything looks, when I lay it out on my bed, beautiful.
Are you going to look like a Wes Anderson movie?
I might hold myself that way. It feels like
The statue you just the
when I
position you
tried
gave me
on-
is a paper doll.
I know, when I tried on all this stuff, I realized why the models in the Zara ads are doing this weird paper doll imagery, because it is boxy and unflattering in so many ways. So we'll see.
Girl, you can pull off anything.
Oh, God bless. It'll be fun. It'll be fun just because no one cares about anything.
No.
Everyone's trying to catch
And you know
up.
what else? Grace and I are getting a spray tan directly after this.
Oh.
So if we have to wrap this up quickly, it's because our spray tan girl is here. Haven't gotten a spray tan in, I don't know, 3 years. But also, I kind of want to dress a little slutty.
Well, there you go. I mean, yeah.
I got some off the shoulder numbers.
You've been working out like crazy.
Yes, I've been working out like crazy, but here's the deal. None of that matters by day 2 of vacation because I don't take shits in other countries. And I'm only
Okay.
going to be eating cheese and tortillas
Okay.
because I'm a vegetarian visiting Mexico. So
Wait,
I'm
is
going to
that-
be backed up harder than the fucking
is-
101 on a Friday at 5.
And I've talked about this before, one of my absolute favorite memories from Hey USA is you asking the PA to go get you laxatives because you were so clogged up and you couldn't take it anymore.
I mean, it happens when I'm going to be eating rice and eating cheese.
No, I know. I'll be the same way. My emotions, affect my stomach. So
Yeah.
who knows what the heck's going to happen there.
Maybe your stomach will feel romantic.
We'll see.
But I am excited, but I plan accordingly to my constipation when I travel and how I pack. You know what I mean?
That's good.
I know that these 2 outfits will be day 2, but
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna need like a more of a loose fitting romper
There will
on day
be,
3.
everything will be loose and elastic. Nothing, buttons and,
The only thing
cinched
that
weights.
loose
No, thank
won't
you.
be my intestines. They get crazy. Okay, how are you? You went to Universal Studios.
I did.
I was shocked that you did an activity.
I know. Elliot told me, Mamrie messaged me immediately on my Instagram story. And I said, Mamrie thinks we're here without her. She doesn't realize we're here for a different friend's birthday situation.
I thought this was like a 2-parter, but also I 100% went back and was like, I thought I DM'd Grace, not Elliot. I just wrote in caps, what?
I know. No, it was wonderful.
Was it busy?
It was busy. So it was technically at a fourth capacity or whatever.
Oh,
but
that's great.
Not at all. Also, I've never really been to Universal other than 2 summers ago running it for the Jurassic Park 5K with Tyler Oakley.
And last time I was there was for the Trolls or the Minions 5K.
Yeah. And so it's a different experience when you're just walking around leisurely.
Yeah.
But also on top of that,
What?
I was given an edible.
Oh no.
Before going on the Universal Backlot tour.
Yes, it's the greatest. King Kong, is he still there?
Girl,
Jaws?
all of the hits.
Hell yeah.
I mean, Jaws, Jimmy Fallon, King Kong,
The Bates Motel from Psycho.
Bates Motel.
That's where the Minions were.
My edible started fully hitting my entire spiritual self when we got to the Fast and the Furious part of the Backlot
Wait,
tour.
I didn't know that was Chip.
I didn't know
Chip
either.
just crashed while listening to this in his car.
I had no. First of all, we
What
were
do
in
they
line.
do? Do they-
we were in line for like 2 hours
For the Backlot tour?
Yeah, and so it was one of
Fuck
those
that.
things that was just like, okay, here we're doing it.
Do they give you a light up thing like Cheesecake Factory so you can go have some butterbeer and come back?
No, you can get on a line if you want to, but it's like a whole thing. And
Yeah.
so we went to Moe's Tavern in the Simpsons
Cool.
place, got some drinks beforehand, so we were all feeling fine, and then took an edible in line.
Oh, no.
Thank goodness. But then thank God we got on the ride when we did, because if we were still in line, I was going to have to leave and go somewhere else, because I was like, I am now not existing on this planet anymore, and I don't want to be around these children anymore.
Okay, so then when you got on the ride, did it switch into giggles or were you just weirded the fuck out the whole time?
A mix of all of it.
Okay.
I was like wonderful, because obviously the people that do these Backlot tours, they're just going through the motions. They're just like saying
It's a script. Our friend Katie did that tour.
Right. They're saying these jokes, but then they're also like infusing some pandemic jokes, and they are
Yikes.
just so bored by everything they're saying.
Woof. Then you see Jaws, he's like, I'd like for you to stay 6 feet away. Sir.
Yeah.
They get to the mask.
But then we go into, I didn't realize that in the Backlot tour, your shuttles get brought into these like little hubs that end up being, you have 3D glasses.
Oh,
that
this
they
is
give
all
you.
new. I haven't done this since I was probably 12 years old.
Yeah. I don't know that I've ever done this. And they give you 3D glasses. And then when you go into this, like what looks like a dark garage,
Yes.
they say, put your 3D glasses on. Everything feels really safe about it. And then all of a sudden, there's just like this screen of women that look like they're 2010 to the nines, like full like plastic
going out
pink
shirts,
dresses and everything. And then all of a sudden you realize, oh, we're in the Too Fast, Too Furious. And then
oh my God,
it was so insane. And my edible hit at a point where Vin Diesel was literally holding on to the edge of a helicopter and flying in our face saying, don't worry, I'll save you. And I almost started crying because I thought, please save me. This is something I can't get out of.
Wow.
I was living the entire fantasy of this entire thing.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty wild. We also
that sounds amazing, and it sounds like now I have to go with Chip, because
you have to.
when we were in Vegas and he rented out the theater to watch the anime film, Dragon Slayer. Don't tell me I'm not a good girlfriend. The new Fast and Furious that comes out at the end of June, the preview happened, and I truly thought he was going to lose his mind. No, when he was going to lose his mind, it's like all of a sudden his favorite character from the Tokyo Drift one entered, and we had just drifted yesterday, and he freaked out. And then Helen Mirren is a new addition, who is his older lady crush, if I dare say. I mean,
his
like
hall pass.
No, like if the hall pass had to be over 80. Like not like celebrity
if he had
in
a vintage
general.
hall pass.
Yeah, exactly. If we got before they all pass away,
you just blow the dust off of it. Hey, you. I want to make sure that you're making some you time. What do I do for me time? Well, I'll tell you. Occasionally, I've taken to going into my garage and playing Beat Saber by myself, and my fiance Elliot and I both agree that is
the best use of my me time, but I want to talk to you about another way that you can get some me time in, or some sacred you time, and that is through Third Love, who happens to be supporting this episode of This Might Get Weird. Third Love, oh God, they make the best bras, underwear, and loungewear. It is so comfortable. You can find your new favorite everyday essentials. They have loungewear, and they have #1 rated 24/7 classic t-shirt bras. And as a woman who wears t-shirts classically and would like to wear a comfortable bra underneath of them, I can proudly say this is one of the most comfortable bras you will ever try. They also are introducing Lounge by Third Love. From lazy Sundays on the couch to weekend outings, Third Love loungewear is made to wear everywhere. It's premium cotton fabrics available in drapey easy fits, size extra small to 3X. Also, it's just really easy when you go on to Third Love, you take their fitting room quiz. It's a quiz that asks you about your breast shape, size, current fit issues, and your personal style, and helps you find the perfect bras and underwear that are absolutely wonderful for you. Also, Third Love is super into giving back. So far, Third Love has donated over $40 million in gently used return bras to women in need, supporting charities in their local San Francisco Bay Area and across the United States. So if you're interested, treat yourself with something that fits like it was made for you with Third Love. Go to thirdlove.com/TMGW now to get 20% off your first order. That's thirdlove.com/TMGW for 20% off today.
Are you unhappy with your smile? Well, that just makes me sad, because you really don't have to be. You can change it. Like thousands of people who have used CANDID, the clear, comfortable, removable, and practically invisible aligners to help straighten their teeth, and now they love their smile. Just like Sharon H. from Pittsburgh, PA. She says, I wore braces as a teenager. Flash forward 30 years, I have crowding at the bottom, and one of my teeth actually stuck out. That's when I made the decision to move forward with CANDID, and I finally got my confidence back. That's right, Sharon. Sometimes you do have braces when you're younger, but things move, so why not give it a little course correction? Well, CANDID is here to help straighten your teeth so you can fall in love with your smile too. Your treatment is prescribed and closely monitored remotely by a licensed orthodontist who's an expert in tooth movement. You're gonna have the same quality of care you'd get from an in-office orthodontist, but from the comfort and convenience of your own home. Hello? I mean, I might be vaccinated, but I don't feel like leaving the house. Plus, you can get your teeth nice and straight, and then you go out and it's like, pow! Look at these chompers. And while other companies use general dentists, CANDID only works with orthodontists, and you're gonna have the same orthodontist who created your plan with you from start to finish. So you never have to wonder how you're doing. You got the same person every time. The average CANDID treatment, listen to this, it only takes 6 months. I'm sure you have thought about your smile or your snaggletooth or your gap or whatever it is that you wanted to change for so long, but for only 6 months, you can change it. Plus, it costs thousands less than traditional braces. So become your best you. Start straightening your teeth today. Right now, you can save $75. Wow. On CANDID Starter Kit. Go to candidco.com/TMGW and use the code TMGW. That's candidco.com/TMGW with the code TMGW and take advantage of this limited time offer to save $75 on your starter kit. candidco.com/TMGW with the code TMGW. Come on, give yourself something to smile about.
But wow, okay, I could not do that on an edible. I would have immediately been in my car crying.
It was wonderful and wild and so silly and so stupid. Also because like we know people that work on these sets too.
Yeah.
So thank God we were there on a Sunday, because I was like, I might see someone I know here working, doing their job. And it's like I'm now being scooted on past their office or something, just fully high out of my brain. But then we went on there's a new ride there called The Secret Life of Pets. I haven't watched the movie.
Okay.
But
I think Jenny Slate's a poodle or something. That's all I know.
Something.
I think there's obviously going to be a little pug.
But because the backlot tour was so intense and beautiful for me, I got really nervous because I didn't know that, I was like, oh, I didn't know the backlot tour took us into these like garages, and my claustrophobia.
Well, that's
like,
how it used to be. There was
bit.
a huge King Kong.
Right. No, King Kong was there doing
Okay.
his whole thing,
Sweet,
screaming,
sick.
very upset.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't know.
pissed.
I
He's been
mean,
pissed for so long.
he's got to get like a, I don't know, what is the sleep
A mood
meditation?
stabilizer.
Yeah, exactly. But at the Secret Life of Pets, Elliot knew that I was like freaking out a little bit from the previous ride. And so he asked the guy, he was like, is this a claustrophobic ride? And the guy was like, there are some hallways, I guess. And then we get on it and it's literally like, what's the Toad ride in
Toad's Wild Ride.
Yeah, literally that. That's just like a car brings you through. But I can imagine to that kid that I looked like I was about to cry, being like, is this one going to be claustrophobic?
But how sweet of Elliot
Yeah,
to
he was
take
helping
the
me out.
reins
helping
and
me out.
ask the questions.
Really helping me out. Then we went on the Harry Potter ride.
Okay, was that incredible? I know you're a Potterhead.
Wonderful. Not a Potterhead, but it was wonderful. And I've learned to.
I'm just creating a narrative that doesn't exist. You've made me take a which
Slytherin.
house will
You're
you be in?
Slytherin.
I'm a Slytherin all the way, baby. A Slytherin.
This is no surprise. But the Harry Potter ride I learned used to be more 3D, but it's not as much because people would throw up on the ride.
Get out.
So much.
God, could you imagine having just to clean up butterbeer vomit all day?
All day long. Yeah.
Wow,
so
it really puts things into perspective.
it was a wonderful day, but also I realized I don't know the last time I was at a theme park.
Yeah.
Because it's a full day. Like you
come back that's why like
we left early.
you sleep in the car on the way home.
It literally, I felt
Sunburnt.
like a kid that just like chugged a bunch of
Yes.
cotton candy that was just like sugar high done. I need to go to bed.
Yeah.
We left early and that was at like 7:00. So
Wow.
yeah, it was wonderful. It was very
Question.
fun. Yeah.
Did you see Beetlejuice? Because he roams those parts.
In person, no.
Oh, goddamn.
No, I did not. There were very few
Characters.
in-person characters.
Well, you had to wear your mask, right?
You had to wear your mask
So they
the
probably
entire
didn't
time.
want characters out breathing on you.
Yeah, the only thing that was there was the donkey from Shrek comes up and just does crowd work all day long from top to bottom. That was the first thing we saw when we walked into the park, and I just was like, this is a comedian and we probably know this person that's doing
in a donkey costume, or is this person like painted with prosthetics to
it's
look
in
like a donkey?
It's like a little tent or something, like a little kiosk that the donkey comes up from. And so it's
Okay.
like clearly someone just on a mic behind
Got
the
it.
stage or behind whatever it is. And he's just doing crowd work all
We should see
day
if they'll let us
long.
do it one day.
I would do it for like, if we could
Do you
get...
think it's an Eddie Murphy impersonator, or
have a vocal thing that
it
clearly
changes
changes
in the
that person's
microphone?
voice? Because because then we saw later some weird giant animatronic dude. This is how
the
much
crazy ass transformer thing.
Yeah, the
it's
transformer thing.
nuts.
Same thing. It's like a person
Crowd work.
talking. There's got to be a circus like person that's on stilts doing the actual physicality of this thing.
And then you got the Krang, the brain.
And then there's someone behind the scenes. So God bless whoever gets a day rate to do that all day long.
Would you, if you went back and it was like you have another day at Universal, would you
I would pay
choose?
every amount of money to get to the front of the line. We
Okay.
waited in line for
No, there's no way I would go
hours.
to anything without a fast pass.
Hours we waited, and we were under the impression
that
that
shit.
because it was a fourth full that the lines would be faster. But that said, they do a great job. Like the rides are only a quarter of the way full, so it evens out that you're still waiting the
But
same
if you
amount
went
of
back,
time.
would you want to eat an edible again, or was that like, I'm good?
Ooh, yes, but I want a much smaller.
How many grams did you do?
I think it was I don't know, it was a piece of a cookie, and I ate it, and then I looked at Elliot and I go, I didn't want to do that in public. And then it was like 2 hours of waiting and me going, okay.
See, literally Tom Petty. The waiting is the hardest part.
Exactly.
Because I'd be okay being like, this ride feels crazy, but it's supposed to feel crazy.
Yeah.
So everything is fine. It's the waiting and like just listening to other people breathe and other people standing by you
I will
waiting
say,
that would drive me over the edge.
God for the mask. The
Yeah.
mask made me feel like I got to hide a little bit in line from everything, and that people were just like shifty eyes at each other, but I didn't have to read into it too much.
Oh, wow.
Because it was. But also, I remember when I went to Disney Land in Florida. Which one is it?
That's the world, baby.
World in Florida. I have such a traumatic memory of the Jaws ride. Like truly.
Well, that's Universal.
Yeah, and that so
So not Disney World.
Well,
but Universal in Orlando.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
I went to that like when I was in 4th or 5th grade, and I have the most traumatic experience of it. And then they do Jaws on this ride, and wow, it's different than I thought.
It's aged.
It is aged, and the guy literally that's running the ride while they're resetting, as we like the Jaws shark comes out of the water and it's
the scuba.
it's so scary, and blood in the water, and then the trolley goes around. He goes, and the shark is just moonwalking back, and it's just the shark resetting. itself.
No, I have a memory of that too because my sister is
Annie is
sharks are to her are rats to me. Like Annie is terrified of sharks. When we were little and we would go swimming, if I said, "Hey, do you think invisible sharks exist?" she'd get out of the pool. Like it's irrational, especially because my mom was an extra on Jaws 2. It was like we knew this was a fake shark. But anyway, my mom with her like 80s perm hair was an extra. So we knew like the shark is fake. His name is Bruce.
Wait, talk to me about your mom being an extra in this movie.
She
went to an open call?
Well, my dad and her lived in Brooklyn.
Okay.
They were both actors, but mainly my dad because my mom had a baby.
Yeah.
I think she was pregnant with my brother on the set of it. But so anyway, they knew they were filming in Florida. I think I have this right. And my mom and dad are both from Florida. So they were like, well, let's get you. I gotta find the still to send it. Like I think she gets a line out, but you barely hear it. But they wanted people to look like tourists, and she was like, "We were pale. We were living in Brooklyn for several years, so they didn't want like tanned, people."
Yeah.
But so my sister is so fucking scared of sharks. So I remember being on that ride and Annie trying to get off the trolley.
No,
while it was moving.
Same. No, I remember
in the water.
when my parents, my mom and stepdad brought us down for family vacation, which never happened. So it was a big deal.
Yeah.
We went on the ride. I remember listening to the tour guide, quote unquote, that's on the ride being like, whew, after he uses a shotgun to shoot the shark in the water, that I trusted him that the shark was dead. And then I finally opened my eyes because I sat in the middle with my eyes closed the whole time. And then I finally opened my eyes, and it was just bullet wound shark jumping at the boat. And I was like, and that is what we call trauma that will manifest later on.
I was a little scared last week in a much smaller way.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I got a new phone.
I know. Congratulations. I got a new phone. How long has it been since you last got your phone?
It's been a million years, but also my phone has been cracked, chipped, terrible.
I know.
The week I got my last phone, I was like, I'll get a case. I want something cute though, so I'm going to order it and not just buy one in the store.
Yeah.
And immediately dropped it 3 days later and shattered the glass in the back. And then I had this one chipped so badly that a tenth of my screen was dead black pixels.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it, and you cannot. I don't know how you've been able to handle yourself on all of your apps just because you
can't see anything.
The upper right corner of your phone is completely.
I just blindly tap it whenever anything is probably next or okay or anything. I'm just tap. It's been, I would say it's been a nightmare, but I guess I'm just a really patient person because I was like, this isn't the worst. But so I got my new phone because. Well, first of all, Chip's been begging me to go forever. He was like, should we get on the same plan? I was like, I don't know. I'll figure it out,
Yeah, big commitment.
And then finally, well, it wasn't a commitment thing.
Yeah.
It was more just I don't want to go to the store with you.
Yeah.
Because
knowing how much he cares about cars.
Yes.
How he would
I was like, this process is already, I just have to go do this. This is I got to go solo on this one.
Yeah.
But so he ordered his new phone after literally saying for a year, let's go get a new phone.
Yeah.
And then the day it was getting delivered, he went to go work, and I went to the AT&T store and got another one. He was like, you're telling me all it took was me getting a new one for you to immediately go. But I went up the street, and it was all good. I was the only customer in there.
Yeah.
And the guy was just doing bits.
Yeah.
He was bits.
It's a donkey from Shrek, yeah.
He also only replied with perfect. So every time I said anything, he'd go perfect. And that was the only communication of what do you want? Perfect. And of this, perfect. So it was crazy. But anyway.
After a bit, that's unnerving.
Yes. But so we started transferring the stuff from my old phone to this one, which is now you just have them near each other.
Right. That scares me the most when you go to the store and you're like, I have to have downloaded everything that I think I need.
Yes.
And then also I have to be prepared that this person might happen to see something.
Some titties. Some titties. Let's be honest, some titties. No, and also because the last time I got a new phone, I thought I had backed it up. And then I tried to do it and it said like this backup was corrupt.
Yeah.
So I lost all my pictures, everything. So I said to him, I was like, I think it's in the cloud. Hopefully it works. But so I was just waiting while it transferred. I ended up bringing it home, but I waited there for like an hour and didn't realize how long it was going to take because he goes, you got a lot of selfies on here? I was like, you have no idea. I was like, for each Instagram, there's 900 photos.
You know, why are you asking? You know
It's
the
disgusting.
answer. Yeah.
But so he's like, all right, well, it's gonna take a while, so just relax. So since I was the only person in the store, they have a TV they sell. Or like a AT&T, some type of deal they have. It used to be DirecTV, now it's someone else. So they basically have a TV in the store that I watch them. They can change the channel and like watch TV for 10 minutes and then it reverts back to an AT&T commercial and they have to go like and scan back to the so they get these like little windows of 10 minutes. But while I was there, they only watched fucking ghost shows.
Like ghost hunters?
Like paranormal.
Ghost adventures?
Like, it wasn't like guys going to find ghosts. It was like true stories of like, coming up next, this baby clearly sees this fucking ghost. Like, and,
fucking asshole,
like
baby.
this baby's like playing patty cakes with a fucking ghost, and they're like, "Well, let's bring in the fucking night vision." And sure enough,
Let's
a
bring in
kid
his-
died here, 20 years ago, and little Sammy's playing patty cakes. So I was like, "Oh God." Oh, I can't keep my eyes off of it. Oh no. And then it was like, when we come back, someone's fucking backyard swings by itself. And I was like, oh no. Oh God. That is so I just had to watch it and I was like, oh, we're gonna have the nightmares. But I was like, I can't be the girl in this AT&T store with these like 4 male employees being like, excuse me, I'm scared of ghosts.
Can we put on some HGTV real quick?
Perhaps a little love it or list it. So many ghosts. Our friend Rachel was like a talking head on the show, which made me laugh.
As this world becomes increasingly uncomfortable, I am a, lightning rod for discomfort. We're all looking for as much comfort as we can get. And one of the things that we can count on is our bed. Oh my God, do I love my bed, and have I learned to love it on deeper, more spiritual levels over the last year? But that's why I'm so excited to talk to you about Purple Mattress. Purple in general is a wonderful company. Purple is comfort reinvented. Only Purple has the Grid, which is a stretchy gel material that's amazingly supportive for your back and legs while cushioning your shoulders, neck, and hips. I don't know how it does it. It is fantastic. And as I get older, I realize that all of those areas of my body need that support. It's because of how it's designed. The Grid doesn't trap air. Air actually circulates and flows through it, so you will never overheat. The Grid bounces back as you move and shift, unlike memory foam, which remembers everything. We hate that about memory foam. That's why we don't invite it to our parties anymore. Memory foam has craters and divots, whereas Purple, literally, I have the Purple Harmony pillow. Oh my God. First of all, it looks like a beehive. It's got all these weird honeycomb shapes on it, but it's beautiful. And I will attest that the temperature control is absolutely wonderful all throughout the night. As someone that gets hot and sweaty because I think I panic in my sleep, who knows? This pillow keeps me very cool to the touch. And if you are interested right now, you can try Purple Mattress risk-free with free shipping and returns. Financing is available too. Purple really is comfort for an uncomfortable world. Right now, you guys can get 10% off your order of $200 or more. Go to purple.com/TMGW10 and use promo code TMGW10. That's purple.com/TMGW10, promo code TMGW10 for 10% off any order of $200 or more. Purple.com/TMGW10, promo code TMGW10. Terms apply.
Lots of things can make your workouts hard. Extra resistance, double speed, 1 more mile, or having them scheduled at 7:30 a.m. because you get a discount when you go with your friend, but that's the only time she can go, and oh my God, I'm tired. But One thing I do love about working out is when my feet feel good, and that is always the case when I am rocking BOMBAS. BOMBAS performance socks are built to be nothing but comfortable and supportive. They've taken all these amazing innovations that make BOMBAS literally the most comfortable socks you've ever worn. Every time I slip them on my feet, I feel like my feet are being made love to by all their innovative technology. They have special Hex Tech performance technology, and BOMBAS performance socks are stitched with special moisture wicking yarn and temperature regulating vents that allow cool air to flow in and prevent overheating. Oh my God, wrap your feet in some science, y'all. They come with a pillow-like tab to save you from blisters, stay up technology, because nothing is worse than your little socks slipping when you're in the middle of some burpees, right? And they have a special arch hugging system, an extra layer of cushiony comfort on the bottom for the perfect amount of support. They're in all different cute ass styles for every sport with specific design features to help you optimize performance and keep you comfortable no matter what you're doing. So, if you want to have your feet feel comfy but also your heart, you need to try BOMBAS, because every time you buy a pair, they donate a pair to someone in need, and they have donated over 45 million pairs so far. I'm living for that. Honestly, like, I am slowly accumulating more BOMBAS socks because every time I put on a regular old, normal sock, I'm like, what is this trash? I've seen the best. I want the caviar of footwear. So if you want to give it a shot too, go to bombas.com/TMGW today and get 20% off your first order. That's BOMBAS, bombas.com/TMGW for 20% off. Bombas.com/TMGW. Honestly, guys, take care of your feet. Okay? You're on them all the time, and they deserve a little love.
That reminds me that, like, Elliot and I went out to eat for the first time, like, together.
In life?
Post-pandemic.
Yes.
And just the two of us, and we went to a restaurant that's in our neighborhood that
We
also
love
shared
it. I went the night before with Chip.
And the hostess was a girl named Lyric.
I know. She said it to me too.
And she was in Camp Dakota. She was in your scene in the actual tent of the spooky stories.
Yes.
She was 13, she said, when the movie was filming. She's 20 now.
I want to die.
I said to her,
Wait, is it that old?
Yep.
7 years?
Yes,
Fuck,
it is.
yeah, Dirty 30 was 5 years ago.
I said, wow, that's incredible. She was like, Mamrie was just in here last night. Is that why you came in?
Funny.
And I was like, I know, but like,
that is so funny.
Also, wow, I remember watching that scene and thinking like how fun it was to see, and also how much it looked like Are You Afraid of the Dark? And then I realized instantly she had no idea
at that
what
point
I
of
was talking
reference.
about.
You might as well have been like, it's like that scene from The Honeymooners.
And she was just like nodding like, yes. And I
No,
was
totally.
like, wow.
I went to the hostess stand and she starts walking me and she goes, Mamrie, right? And I was like, well, yeah, that's the name I had the reservation under. And she was just like, I was in Camp Dakota. And I was like, I am old.
I know.
I'm old.
Well, so I was just like, wow, okay, how old is that movie? I was 13 when I was in it. I'm 20 now. And I was like, you still have an entire lifetime ahead of you. And I'm
now,
so
please
tired.
go get my Metamucil and put it on this hummus.
Yeah, tell me how I'm supposed to act in this restaurant. I don't know how to be right now.
Oh, speaking of like YouTube and shit like that, though.
Yeah, go for it.
I found out, this is, I'm sure, old news, that there's an event on June 5th.
Okay.
That is a full boxing card called YouTubers versus TikTokers. That's literally YouTubers boxing TikTokers.
Like actual, like
you know how Jake Paul does all the boxing stuff now and it's like so cringing. Like, I would hate it. You know who I feel bad for?
what the hell?
You know who I feel bad for?
Why
Why are they fighting?
Why are they physically? Also, the thing that they need to do is take it out on the Legends of the Hidden Temple government. I'm like, take it out on the Legends of the Hidden Temple course.
No, it's just them beating each other up, but knowing they're making money from it. So it's all these fake feuds. It's kind of like fake rap feuds, I guess, where you're like, oh, well, I want to hear his retort.
Right.
Excuse me, beer. But it's YouTubers versus TikTokers.
I'm looking this up now.
And
YouTube TikTok fight is the first thing that comes up.
But here's what I'm excited about. Like, normally, we heard that about the girl from Camp Dakota and we're like, oh, I feel old.
Yeah.
I looked at the poster and I didn't know who one person was. And I was like, I feel great.
Yeah, because
That I don't know who these little fuck boys are who are about to punch in the ring. Sorry, I said it.
you said it because
I said it.
You know what I've learned that you and I are called? We are a geriatric millennial.
I know, man. I figured no, and I sound like it too.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm fine.
You're
with
fine
that.
with it. Well, we have always wanted to be old ladies.
We literally have manifested this for ourselves.
That's true.
I'm great with this.
No, I said to Chip in bed the other day that when I learned that, I was like, oh my God, I'm considered a geriatric millennial. And he was like, well, of course you are, Grandma. Or like, whatever.
I know. As he was getting you your walker to get out of bed to make sure your knees didn't crack.
So as my bed, I hit the remote so it folds up. So
yeah.
I can,
What your sleep number is.
I grab my new phone and my life alert.
No, that's what Elliot told me is like, just so you know, you and Mamrie are,
Wait, how old is Elliot?
Elliot's 30, he was 88, 89 born.
Okay, Chip is 87.
33.
We're both dating younger Morgans?
Yeah, we are. I know. And they
Look
need to
at
take
us.
a DNA test.
Look at us.
I know. I'll
Look
take
at
this
us.
geriatric millennial all
Truly,
damn day.
no, I Instagrammed today and was like, "We're going to Mexico with the Morgans," and the amount of DMs being like, "Wait, are they related?" and I never knew it.
I
Is
know.
fantastic. Oh, but speaking of travel, I saw this story. It's actually a couple weeks old.
Tell me about
But
it.
did you know
Probably not.
Expedia, which is a website that I've used before, God bless them.
Mm-hmm.
Expedia, as a promotion to help nervous flyers,
Yeah.
made several hundred replicas of Joe Jonas's like forearm and hand to hold it during if they were nervous during flying. And to me, I thought, where is Joe Jonas's manager to go, which is like probably his dad or something, because I think they're one of those families.
Yep.
But like, where's the manager to go, oh no, we'll pass on this. We're not going to make 300 things for people to get jacked off by Joe Jonas.
There's a lot to unpack here.
That is a sex toy. A Joe Jonas arm and hand is not being used to calm your nerves. It's being used to finger girls.
What are you saying? You're going to have to rewind and tell me what you mean.
Just saying. If someone was in love with Joe Jonas and had a perfect replica of his hand, you might finger yourself with
You
it.
think that? Okay, so your gripe with this is that
Yeah, this is my gripe.
That horny
Yeah.
horny, not geriatric,
Yeah.
but millennials will put this hand inside their vagina
In some type of hole.
in a hole just to calm their nerves.
No, not to calm their nerves, to get sex. I'm saying the product they made will never be used to calm nerves. It'll be used to be put in buttholes to, I don't know.
But wait, is it meant to be like, are they, I've seen the headline of this. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was like an Onion headline.
Well, I think it's a stunt.
Is
I think
it
it's a
that it's-
publicity stunt.
Is it literally positioned in between the seats, or is it a mobile
I think it's something you.
hand
I think
that
it's something
can
you
go into
request.
the bathroom with?
I think it's something you request.
Because this thing should not be allowed. Like this thing should be tethered to whatever, so people don't realize that someone's in the bathroom with their Joe Jonas.
But how
hand.
pissed would you be if you got on a flight and you were like, cool, I got one of the hand ones. It's a hand.
I know, but like,
That's used for fingering. And it's kind of positioned. You could put a dick in there.
But it's,
if it was a slim member. Right?
I get it.
Why would what's her face? Why would the wife agree to that?
First of all,
Well, yeah.
are we sure that the Jonas family is not making any money off of this?
I'm sure they're making a ton of money.
Right. They have to have said yes to this.
Look at this
right?
promotional photo. Doesn't he look like he's jacking someone off?
That is so.
First of all,
wow.
Joe Jonas looks like a weird,
All right.
like, fake person from the 50s.
Yeah. Okay.
He's like Jimmy Neutron grew up.
This isn't a real person, is what I'm talking about. And he's married to the girl from what's her Sophie
The
Turner.
Game of the Thrones.
Game of Thrones. They don't live a real life. And
She's also Dark Phoenix, which was terrible.
why his hand? Why his hand?
Yeah, I've never heard.
Also, he is
What?
part of the. This is the one Joe Jonas fact that I can't stand is that his band is called Duns.
I
it
hate it.
bothers
No
me so
vowels.
much. How you say that? How you say that?
I'm now currently on
He's 5'7". He's 31 years old, and I'm mad
5'7"?
about all of it.
Okay. Oh my God, there is already a hand on eBay.
Wait, these are not built into the flights?
No, these are giveaways, and it's on Buy It Now for $850.
It's giving.
Someone
okay,
wants
so
to get a finger banged.
Expedia is giving away
250.
Wow.
Or they did. It could
and
be.
it's called Helping Hand from Joe Jonas.
But I've never
There
looked
are
at
so
I've never
many
looked at
better
Joe
puns for
Jonas
this.
and been like,
Let me
you
touch
know
your
what?
hand.
I need that person to comfort me.
I would like to hold hands with that person. I've thought I would like to have a safe distance in which we can interact and engage in an emotional way that causes us to perhaps become friends.
I'm going to be honest. I think he looks like his hands would be a little clammy.
Exactly. Also, I'm going to ask you this. How many of your friends have you ever held hands with?
That's
We're
true.
about to be spray tan. I'm going to be naked in front of a stranger in about 5 minutes, but I've never held hands with any of my
I'm about to
friends.
have a total stranger literally make my pussy more caramel. But I don't want to hold nobody's
But I don't
hand.
want to touch your hand. That's too intimate.
Isn't that crazy? And
I don't like it.
I would never agree to that.
As the person to receive the hand or to have your hand be replicated?
Both. If someone was like, we're going to give away a ton of your hand, I'd be like, I know where that hand is ending up.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Wow. All
Yeah.
right. Well, he's a working father now, so he's got to,
He's got to take care of his baby while no one finds out he's been transported from 1951. He just looks like a square to me.
This is insane. Looking at how they're doing the actual replication of his hand with all the dots is
it's
literally
the dots like when they make fucking Avatar.
It's him holding a dick, an invisible dick. Tell me I'm wrong. Look at these Google images of what.
Look it up, guys. Look it up.
Wow.
Look it up.
Wow. I didn't know that I would be mad at that this week, but I am.
Thank you. You know what? I have a what is it? A penchant? What is that?
Penchants.
I
Yeah,
have a
penchants.
I have a penchant for getting people riled up about dumb shit. You think
like
this is absurd? 10 minutes in, you're burning down the house. Anyway, we gotta go because we gotta get our bodies tanned.
Here we go.
This got weird.